everyone. My name is Milish Srivastava, Assistant Professor IT Department, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today I am going to discuss about services of cloud computing. So what is cloud? What is cloud computing? And I already discussed about cloud deployment model or types of cloud computing. Now I am going to discuss about types of cloud services. That is basically there are three types of cloud services. That is three services model of cloud computing that is provided by a cloud provider. Now, first is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. These are basically three service models of cloud computing. Now, first of all, what is cloud, why it is needed and why it is required? So, when we talk about cloud, the term cloud, basically the term cloud refers to the servers that are accessed over the internet and the software and databases that run on those servers instead of running applications or storing data on our local computers. That is, everything is hosted and managed remotely in large data centers. Now, these data centers are owned and managed by cloud providers such as Amazon, Microsoft, Google, IBM, etc. And there are just accesses that these services via the internet like Gmail, Google Drive, Netflix, Dropbox, etc. Now, in short, we can also say that cloud basically equivalent to a network of remote servers which is available on the internet to store, manage and process that basic data. Now, what is cloud computing? And basically cloud computing involves delivering various IT resources such as servers, storage and software over the internet on a pay as you go on basic services and offering some like advantages like scalability, flexibility and cost saving matters, but also there are some drawbacks, that is such as reliance on internet connectivity, potential security concerns and limited control of cloud providers. And there are three on the basis and on the terms of these cloud and cloud computing services, basically there are three main types of cloud computing, that are software as a service, platform as a service and infrastructure as a service, which offer different level of management. Basically all three are services that is provided by cloud provider, but the difference is that different levels of management. Like in case of infrastructure as a service, user control many things, so many things. Now, we studied earlier. Now, what is cloud and cloud computing? So, basically, the cloud refers to remote server, network, storage, and software accessible over the internet rather than on local hardware. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery or services of these computing services, allowing user to access them via internet as we needed. Now, I already discussed about advantages and disadvantages in my previous lecture. That is, advantages of cloud computing like a cost saving, scalability and flexibility is issue, and accessibility, access data and application from anywhere at any time with an internet connection. Collaboration enables team to work together on shared data and projects from different locations and time zones. And with the help of cloud computing, automatic updates providers often handle software updates and patches, freeing up IT staffs only. Now, improved data and backup recovery also provided by cloud computing structure. And when we talk about disadvantage or limitation, there are some limitations of cloud computing also, that is internet dependency, security and privacy, limited control and customization, vendor lock-in problem. These are some disadvantages which I already discussed in my previous lecture in detail. And potential downtime, performance variability, like performance can sometimes vary due to network conditions, on the workload or on share resources. So these are some limitations of cloud computing. There are some features of cloud computing like on-demand self-services, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, measured service, as we can say that pay as you go on. Now, these are some characteristics or features of cloud computing. Now, on the basis of these terms and disadvantages, there are some cloud providers categorize the services of cloud computing, that is software as a service, and platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So first of all, I'm going to discuss about infrastructure as a service, changing its hardware infrastructure or on demand self service. So what is infrastructure as a service? For better hardware utilization, we can convert our hardware into different virtual machine with the help of some software like hypervisor, or so many software available in the market. So with the help of that hypervisor software, we can convert our hardware into different virtual machines, and they all are independent to each other. Like this is our hardware, and we can convert with the help of software hypervisor, we can convert our hardware into different virtual machines. This is VM1, VM2, VM3, VM4, so on, and they all are independent to each other. They all are having different operating system, different software which is required by user. So in case of infrastructure as a service, basically infrastructure as a service provides virtual computing resources over the internet, and we can rent infrastructure components like servers, storage, networking, and virtualization from a provider. We manage application data, middleware, and runtime system or management, while the provider manages the infrastructure. And we also can manage application data, middleware, runtime, while the provider manages the infrastructure. Now, this is the introduction of infrastructure as a service. And there are some benefits, that is before benefits, I'm going to discuss some example of infrastructure as a service, that is Amazon Web Services like AWS, EC2, S3. These are some examples of infrastructure as a service which provides the infrastructure service provides. And Microsoft Azure Virtual Machine, Google Cloud Compute Engine, also one of the example of infrastructure as a service. And there are some use cases, that is hosting websites, and with the help of infrastructure as a service, we can host simple websites and applications also. And this is also use case, we can use backup and recovery model, and high basically infrastructure as a service uses high performance computing also. Now, these are some benefits of infrastructure as a service. Next is platform as a service. What is platform as a service? Platform as a service allows outsourcing of hardware infrastructure and software environment, including databases, integration layers, runtime, and more. So, this is the introduction of platform as a service. And in case of platform as a service, platform as a service basically provides a ready-to-use platform for developers to build, test, or deploy applications. And the provider itself manages the infrastructure and also runtime environments, and developers only focus on coding and application logic. So, in case of platform as a service, the provider manages infrastructure and also runtime environment, but developer only focuses on coding and application based, like what software we require, what operating system we require. This is also managed by user in case of platform as a service. So, example of platform as a service, that is Google App Engine and Microsoft Azure Application Services, AWS, Elastic, Beanstalk. These are some examples of platform as a service. Now, there are some use cases of platform as a service, that is application development without worrying about hardware, and building APIs or microservices, collaborative software development. These are some use cases of platform as a service. Now, in case there are some benefits of platform as a service that is focused on development, mastering the installation and development of software application, time saving and flexibility. No need to manage the implementation of the platform, instant production, and data security. You control the distribution, protection and backup of your business data also. And it is ideal for companies wanting to maintain control over their business application. However, they wish to get rid of constraint to manage how to manage some terms in case of platform as a service. Now, providers are like Oracle, Microsoft, Azure, Salesforce, etc. Now, next is software as a service. Software as a service. So, we studied infrastructure as a service, platform as a service. Now, I'm going to discuss about software as a service. What is software as a service? Basically, releasing the user experience of management constraint. In case of software as a service, basically, there is a software which is provided by cloud provider, and it delivers ready to use software applications over the internet. No need to install or maintain any kind of software or any kind of internal structure. Now, just use it via a web browser or app. We need only internet connection and web browser or app. Now, everything infrastructure platform software is managed by the all the three services which I discussed, that is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service and software as a service. All three services are totally managed by cloud provider, but they give some authority or management to user in case of infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. But in case of software as a service, there are no any management or the things you are managed by user. So, software as a service provided over the internet and requires no prior installation. The services can be availed from any part of the world of a minimum per month fees or whatever we use. So, some examples of software as a service, that is Gmail and Docs, Drive. These are examples of software as a service. And Microsoft Office 365, Zoom, Dropbox, Slack, Salesforce. These are examples of software as a service. And there are some use cases of software as a service, that is email services. In case of Gmail, we only send or receive mails. We can't control anything in Gmail software, like what kind of operating system it requires, whatever. So, email services, file storage and collaboration, customer relationship management, that is CRM, and these extra service models, that is new and emerging technology which is totally or technically used in today's model. So, these are some basic terminology in case of software as a service. Now, there are some benefits. What are the benefits? We are entirely free from the infrastructure management and aligning software environment, and no installation or software maintenance. We will benefit from automatic updates with the guarantee that all users have the same software version. Now, it enables easy or quicker testing for new software solution. Software as a service model accounts for 60% of sales of cloud solutions also, and hence it is applicable and preferred by the most companies. So, Salesforce.com and the Google are the major providers which is provides the software as a service. Now, there are some security issues, or we can say that limitation of software as a service. There are some more services like database as a service, or function as a service, that is serverless computing. We can also say that is serverless computing, known as functions as a service. We can run code without managing servers. In case of function as a service, we can run code without managing servers also, and we just write functions and providers run them on demand also. Example of these function as a service, like Lambda, Azure functions, Google Cloud functions. These are some examples of functions as a service. Now, next is database as a service. What is database as a service? Some databases also provided by cloud provider as a service of cloud computing. Now, providers manage database in cloud and no need to install or maintain that database software, which is also which is already managed or handled by cloud providers. Example of some database as a services that Amazon RDS, Google Cloud SQL, MongoDB, Atlas, or these are some examples of database as a service. And in summary, we can say that services in infrastructure as a service, all the things, all the software, all the servers are all the things managed by cloud provider. And the example AWS, AC2, EC2, Azure, VM. In case of platform as a in case of infrastructure as a service, we as a user manage apps, data, runtime, and these things are managed by user, and provider manages basically servers, storage, and networking. And in case of platform as a service, user manage apps and data only, and providers manages infrastructure and runtime, infrastructure plus runtime. Example of platform as a service like Google App Engine, Heroku, etc. And in case of software as a service, being a user, we can't manage anything. Just for software, cloud provider provides the software only, and we can't manage as a user anything in case of software as a service. And all the things are managed only by the cloud provider. Example AWS, Lambda, etc. And next, in case of database as a service, we manage only data. As a user, we managed only data, and cloud provider managed like database engine, maintenance, everything. Now, example of database as a system like MongoDB, Atlas, AWS, RDS. These are some examples of database as a structure. And the last is function as a structure. Function, we as a user manage only functions or code. It's a group of function that we need or required anywhere. So we as a user, we manage only functions or codes, and some things also managed by cloud provider, that is servers, runtime, scaling. These things are managed by cloud provider. And the example of function as a service, that is AWS, Lambda. So this is all about types of services of cloud computing. So there are three types of services of cloud computing which is provided by cloud provider, that is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and a software as a service. They are having some benefits, and the management control of users I already explained. So this is all about services of cloud computing. Thank you so much.